Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a new pair of Oakleys that I recently customized. And one of the things that I love about Oakley is that it does allow you the ability to customize some of their models. And by customize, I mean you can actually select the color frame, the color lens, sometimes, depending on the style, the color of the ear socks, the rubber at the end of the stems. Sometimes you can customize the icons, the colors, and all that stuff. So I love the fact that Oakley allows you to do that because once in a while, you might want to make them your own. So when I saw that this particular model was available to be customized, especially I customized this through the standard issue website, I jumped on it. Now, the regular colorways of this model, I never had an inkling that I was going to pick any of them up. When I saw this particular model is actually part of a collection that came out. It's called the Player's Choice, or the Player's Collection, sorry. The Player's Collection. And I believe there's 4 different models in that collection. I saw them and I thought, I'm never picking one of those up. I didn't really like the way that they looked, the size, the colors, or anything like that. But when I saw that this particular model was available to customize, and I went into it and I saw that this color frame was available in it, I decided to go ahead and customize it and give it a shot just to make it my own. And obviously, as you can see by the title of the video, this is a custom chaminade. So chaminade, like I mentioned, is one of 4 different models that came out in the Players Collection. It's, I want to say, based on what I've seen, it's not the biggest size one, but it's the next down one from the biggest size. So if you think 1, 2, 3, 4, it's number 3 size-wise. And, these glasses are supposed to be very big, very retro looking, and they call it the Players Collection. They have a lot of different athletes wearing these because they're supposed to be to kind of hang out with, and as you're walking into the locker room, this is what you're going to be wearing to block out the flashes from the paparazzi and stuff like that. And again, this is me just assuming that that's what it is. So they're very big and flashy. So I thought to myself, if I'm going to go with a big flashy pair, I'm going to make it as flashy as possible, and I think I did it with this particular model. Now, I don't believe that this color frame was available in this model, in the Chaminade one. I think this color frame was actually available in one of the other models. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, I really like that frame, but I don't like it. I think they paired it with like a slate lens, prism slate, which if you guys don't know, prism slate is like it's like a lighter shade of gray. You can actually really see your eyes through it. And it's a color that was designed, if I'm not mistaken from what I heard, to use in the Japan market, and that's because you can see your eyes through it, and it has something to do with the custom over there. So I didn't really like the fact that they paired that frame color with that lens, because I would have never done it. But then I saw that frame color, and all this, will make sense when I show you guys the glasses. That frame color was actually available in this frame style. I decided to go ahead and do it. So it did come with a hard case. Now, I don't know if the ones that are not custom come with hard cases, like the ones you buy from the store and stuff like that, but I'm glad that mine did. And when you customize it, you can actually choose which microfiber bag you want as well. So I decided to go with this one here just because it was so different than all the other ones that I had. So if I'm going to do a really out there pair of glasses, I'm going to do a really out there microfiber bag as well. So without further ado, here is the model. And I'm pretty sure that these lights are not doing it any justice. Let me take this plastic off. These lights are not doing it any justice, but this is, again, the Chaminade model, but the frame is the Space Dust frame. And I've showcased this frame in 1 or 2 other videos that I've done. I think I have 1 or 2 other models that have this frame. And it's a really, really cool looking frame. It's almost like a chameleon frame, meaning depending on what angle you look at it, the colors actually shift, and hopefully these lights are showcasing it. So it does have like hues of purple and red and stuff like that in there, and I think it's a really, really awesome looking frame. So this frame color was not available in the Chaminade. It was actually available in another model in the Players Collection, but to customize it, it was available. So I thought that was really, really awesome. Now, as you open up the stems here, you're going to see that the Space Dust colorway goes all the way through here. And then you have the script Oakley, so it's actually the word Oakley spelled out. And I went ahead and did that one in purple also. I don't know if these lights are catching it, maybe right there. And I did it in purple because there is hues of purple in the frame depending on where you see it, but also because I did the prism violet lenses on this. And again, these lights are definitely not showcasing that color in any way. So towards the end of the video, I will turn the camera around and I'll put these on. Hopefully that, that light will make it a lot better and you'll be able to see it a lot better. But trust me, it's such a cool looking combination. And again, it's such a big frame, such a tall frame. And in this color combination, it just definitely is eye-catching. I think it looks really, really cool. I do have a little bit of like ribbing on the inside of the frame here, which is interesting. It fits really, really nice. It wraps pretty nicely, even though it doesn't have a large wrap to it. It sits kind of straight, but I say it wraps just because of how wide it is. So it blocks a lot of sun. And then instead of just being a straight stem all the way back, there is a couple curves and lines, as you see right here, so it makes it look really, really cool. So I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't know what I was expecting, but I was pleasantly surprised when these came in and I tried them on. They're very, very comfortable. I mean, I've tried them on in the store, but again, I was trying on this color frame in another model versus this model in another color. So just kind of mix those two. Now, I believe that Oakley recently released another model that is, so this one is Space Dust. That one is called Moon Dust. And what it is, it's almost this color frame, but instead of it being matte like this, it's actually more of like a see-through matte, if that makes any sense. And it has like the kind of sparkles through it. And then I think that one comes with a 24K lens, so that's really, really cool. But I don't think I need to pick up too many of these. I think with one, just to kind of check it out to see what it was. It's going to be very difficult for another colorway to live up to this one because I built it the way, or I customized it the way that I liked it. And I think it came out really, really awesome. So again, let me go ahead and turn the camera around. I will put these on so you guys can see what they look like on me. All right, guys, so let me go ahead and put these on. And here we go. Again, I think now in front of the camera, you're going to be able to see how much brighter this frame is. That Space Dust color on the frame, it's just really, really nice. And in front of the camera, it doesn't do it any justice. Here, with the lights pointing right at it, you could see, you can see how much color shift that goes through the frame. And I think pairing it with these prism violet lenses and then the the violet or purple colorway of the Stretch logo right there, I think it just looks really, really cool. This is definitely one of those pairs that you could throw on and it's just a fun pair to just walk around in and have people take a look at it and say, damn, what's going on with those glasses there? It's just a really, really cool pair. So again, very, very comfortable thanks to the oversized look of these. Again, this one is part of the line that came out with these is not the biggest one. There is one that's actually a shield lens, but this one is a pretty tall lens. So you are going to get a lot of blocking of the sun from the top and on the bottom. You do have a pretty nice wrap, even though they don't wrap as much, but thanks to how wide the frame right here, the area where the frame actually meets the stem is, it's going to block a lot of the sun from the side, of the glasses as well. And then you get that stem that goes kind of straight back. You do get a couple of little angles and curves and stuff like that, which looks really, really nice. But this is a frame that's going to hug your face. Now, as I always like to showcase, when I go inside, I just kind of throw them on top of my head like that, and they sit very, very nicely. They don't move around or anything like that. And then once I go back outside, I can bring them back down and I am good to go. So this, if I'm not mistaken, this particular frame color was not readily accessible. And when I say readily accessible, I mean one of the ones that Oakley released in this particular model in the Chaminade. This frame color, the Space Dust color, was available in another frame. But I was so happy that when I went in to customize these, it was available in this one. This was actually the only one that it was available in, or the only frame that I had the ability to customize with this one. And the fact that it had this color frame you know, it just, you know, I decided to go ahead and do it, and I'm so glad that I did. Again, this is not a pair that I was looking forward to picking up when they came out. When I saw them, I said, you know, these glasses are huge, they look ridiculous, I don't think I would ever get one. But then I decided to give it a shot, and I'm so glad that I did, because I think they look really, really awesome. Again, it might not be for everybody, but if I'm going to get a big pair of glasses, I'm going to make them as shiny and as bright as possible, and I think this frame color with this lens color definitely did that job. So there it is. I just wanted to go ahead and showcase the new frame that I customized. This is the Chaminade in the Space Dust frame color with the Prism Violet lenses. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.